Hello, apni ansai Hornbilltv la Nagamese Express ajila khobore ni ajanai dia ase. Manipur de Congress pra state laga duida seats inner aro outer Manipur seat state jidia homoy party workers aro supporters kan Congress Bhavan Imphal de celebrate kora shuru hoise. Outer Manipur seat de INC candidate Angom Cha Bimol Agoi Chambra 1,63,055 votes pra 1,63,055 votes pra jidishe aro outer Manipur seat de INC candidate Alfred Kangam as Arthur bra 8,25,039 votes pra jidishe. PCC President K. Mekha Chandra bra party jidai laga opor ko thakra homoy gushe state Congress laga first priority do Manipur de kondukol chai thakya mamla resolve korbo. Mekha Chandra gushe manukan BJP ke khilaf gure dunimide Chief Minister and Biren Singh do BJP ke harai ta moral responsibility loina Chief Minister laga post pra hati jabo lage.
Yes, for this inner seat and outer seat, this inner seat is basically in the valley area and this outer seat is in the hill area. So now from the reliable source, the both seats are leading by the Congress party. Yes, so it will be almost completed the counting. So shortly the certificate will be getting. For the outer seat, earlier it was leading by the NPF. So because it is the valley area in the outer seat like Kangabok SC or something like Hairok SC was not counted. So because of that, the NPF was leading. So now at the end of this counting. This overall counting, so this our Congress party is leading now. Yes, that is also there's on the part of the elections. Yes, he has to resign on moral ground. That is another aspect of the moral responsibility of the present government. On the other part, we have already in the manifesto that these present governments led by Honorable Chief Minister Sri N. Biren Singh, he should be replaced or due to the responsibility of the present violence in Manipur. That was in the manifestos of the Congress party. That is right questions. No, we are expecting since the beginning of the election process that we always think for these unfair means like corruptions, and also the responsibility of the present violence. This government should take the responsibility of the present violence here in Manipur. It has been completed 1 year, and now still the violence is not settled now, and also that is other parts, and also the administration is totally failed. So like the problems of youths, I extend my thankfulness to all the entire people of Manipur for voting to the Congress party and their India blocks. As the entire people of Manipur also come to understand that. So whatever the ideas and the ideologies of the Congress party, that without having these unfair means and without any corruptions, people voted for that. Especially, I once again thanks to the entire people of Manipur. Thank you.
Nagaland aji ekta history banaise 25 साल बिचते election जिदेना 1999 बिचते aji Congress party bra MB election जिदिलोसे aji Lok Sabha election laga vote counting koreade Congress party laga candidate S Subung Merin Jamir bra votes bra Nationalist Democratic Progressive Party candidate Dr. Chumben Murige harai dishe Nagaland Pradina candidates Dr. Chumben Muri, NTPP, Subong Merin, Congress, Aro, Haitang Dungoi, Independent Kilishe. Lok Sabha de Nagaland laga ekta seat karine. Itude Jamir Bra, vote species Bra Paishe, Aro Muri Bra, Tala Bichide Paigina, etu votes can secure Grishe. Edu Homoe, Notad Bravi, Kunba votes can secure Grina, Jadi Paishe. Chennai Divo, Asungba Sangdam, State Bra, last Congress MB Taishe, Dubijide Congress Party Bra, Kunupi. Parliament Day State President Kurianai. Nagaland State Assembly Day bi Congress laga MLA ekta bi nai.
We have to wait for some time. Okay.
Can you just give us light because you are still waiting for your necessary documents, na?
Right. Yeah, dear.
Sir, to apni laga itu ultimate victory in terms of 50,000 difference votes, na? What would you like to say on your win, sir?
Actually, I'll really like to thank our leader, this Kargi, and then the Rahul Gandhi, and then the Vinod Gobalji, because they had a yatra, and while having a yatra, they came to know the problems of our state, and they have really shared the sentiments with our people, and that was a direction given to us that they are seriously going to implement the problems which our citizens are facing problems. So we shared that one, and then we have also promised, and accordingly our high command, AICC, they have voted in our manifesto also. So with that, it has worked. So it is a responsibility of the Congress party to implement, to deliver to the people.
Sir, the Congress hasn't been in power for very long here in the state of Nagaland.
Yeah.
Now with your win, how do the party plan to reconnect with the people here?
We are still more to work. We have to go down to the grassroots people, and we have to deliver the confidence to the grassroots people, so that we'll work out together and we all should be in the same boat.
So you alone have defeated 60 MLAs in 7 political parties. How are you feeling on that?
No, actually, I'm so grateful to the people of the state, because their wisdom, their understanding was much wider than our political leaders.
So do you think that this is, this is the mandate that the people have given to you? Do you think this is a pure sign of the people's, not accepting or not happy with, a government that is opposition?
This is clearly, clearly showing that they need a change. So we have to go accordingly to make as a change in our state.
Sir, what campaigning strategy of the Congress do you think has worked for your party this time?
Actually, we all were together with the grassroots level peoples. And then there was issues, because issues which was pertaining, and especially our people wanted to have a democracy in our state. And especially people came forward to save the democracy, as well as to protect the equality between the minority and that mainland, everything that there was the issues. And then as a Christian state, we are dedicated, and then the people of the state shown their responsibility, that they are the true and the simple people of the state.
So the central leaders have already declared that you will be given a cabinet berth if India bloc comes to power. So does that still stand?
That since the word was made that they have given the commitments, no, it's up to them. And then the people will definitely expect for that.
So how happy are you on defeating a tough contender?
No, actually, it is issue based. Otherwise, my friend Dr. Chamberlain was equally a very noble and humble person. So it was an issue based only. Otherwise, not as a person concerned.
And with your win, what is the immediate thing that you...
60 Assembly constituency. People voted for 40 Assembly constituency, as you all know. Other than this 60 Assembly constituency, the vote casted by the people, we were also having the postal ballot. Postal ballot of two kinds. first postal ballot casted by the polling officer who were on duty. So they have been given the postal ballot. I will tell the numbers also. And then there are service voters, the people of Nagaland who are in the forces, they are working outside. That is called ETPBS. So total ETPBS we transmitted 7863. And then I am coming to the counting part. First, EVM count. Altogether, the valid vote, which I would say, valid vote does not include the vote given to the nota and rejected vote. Total valid vote, that is EVM count plus postal ballot. Postal ballot I will also give separate figure, but altogether it is 7,59,150, around 7.59 lakh. Out of 7,59,150, the winning candidate, that is Mr. S. Supong Miran Jamir, he got 4,01,951 votes. The running candidate, Dr. Chumben Mure from NDPP, he got 3,50,967 votes. So winning margin is 50,984 votes. Other than this, we were having three candidates. The independent candidate, Mr. Haithing Tong Lotha, he got 6,232 votes. There was an option of nota. Nota total got 1,646. There are additional category, that is rejected vote. The vote which cannot be counted, could not be counted. It is 2,393. So altogether, if you include the valid votes polled, nota, rejected vote, it comes 7.63 lakh. While coming to the postal ballot, I said there are two kind of postal ballot. Postal ballot issued for the polling officer who are duty, that was 1206 number. And out of total ETPBS, we received 4,829. So that means total postal ballot, first and second category, is 6,035. Out of 6,035 postal ballot, the valid postal ballot which we counted is 3,642. 3,642 valid vote, and then 2,393 were rejected, invalid. Out of 3,642 valid postal ballot, Dr. Chumben Mure got 895. Yes, Supong Miran Jamir, he got 2,439. Independent candidate, Mr. Haithing, got 182. Nota, none of the above option, 126. So this is the detail about the votes which we counted today. The counting is done at the district level, all the DOs, 15 plus 1 Pogoboto, and then postal ballot was counted at my office. As of now, we have disclosed all the numbers. Result has been issued, declared. So this is final number, and sir, if there is any question from your side, that can be answered. Thank you.
Sir, what could have been the reason for a huge number of invalid votes in the postal ballots? The 2,000 is a huge number, so what were the reasons?
See, when there, I said there are two kinds of postal ballot. One postal ballot issued to the polling officers who are on duty. So there are two parts in that. One is declaration. Declaration consists of the candidate's signature, and then it is attested by any of the gazetted officer. And then after that there will be a ballot. If declaration is missing, if declaration is incomplete, so that will also come under the category of invalid. But other than this, when we count ballot, if suppose the person did not mark in any of the option, there is no option, that will also come invalid, because you cannot find out the candidate whom he has given vote. So this is the invalid category for postal ballot, which were given to the polling officers. For ETPBS, there are two kind of exercise. First, before actual going for the counting of ETPBS, there is a pre-ETPBS exercise. Because we transmit it through electronically, we got the return ETPBS. To get it genuinely, whether this ETPBS is genuine or not, there is a SOP for that. The QR scanner is there are three categories. C is outer envelope, A is again declaration, and B is ballot. So we have to go by the SOP provided by the commission. If the person who is doing the QR scanning, if he is able to scan all three, C, A, B, then it will be valid for counting. If CAB is not able, in any of the CAB is not able to scan, there is a provision, but if any out is missing or something like that, you cannot scan properly, then it will be invalid in first term. Once we separate the valid invalid, it will again come to the counting table. The same exercise which we do for the we did for the postal ballot for polling officer, again we repeat it. Declaration should be properly inside the envelope. After that, postal should be clear that the person is giving vote to that. So there are so many scrutiny before we go for the actual ballot counting. So these are the criteria where we got so much rejection. Most of them are declaration was not proper, they were missing like that.
Here I just want to know one thing. This total postal ballot 6,035. So here is we have out of these is a quite huge rejection is there 2,393. So what are the rejections? So much of these things the voters awareness is not properly done or something like that.
See, the postal ballot, as I said, rejection. It's basically, there are two things. Declaration, that is called A, Form A. Then ballot, it should be readable. There are only two mistakes there. So most of the postal ballot, either they are not having the declaration or it is not properly signed by gazetted officer, not signed by the candidate, not signed by the person who is giving the ballot.
All of this rejection,
Yeah.
how many notas are there?
See, once it is rejected, we don't count it. It is not counted.
Any untoward incidents witnessed during the day?
During the counting, no, nothing. Absolutely free of violence.
Just 1 minute. There were so many allegations that EVMs were manipulated, then there were so many. So seeing the trends of the election results today all over the country, it appears to be quite transparent. What would you say in Nagaland in our context?
See, many a times Commission is also clear on that. It cannot be tampered. It cannot be tampered. It's 100% transparent. There's no doubt on that.
Carried out counting in the eastern areas also, which are more
See, although there was zero poll casted, but all the provision for the counting were done. The Commission also appointed observer. They were observer. The counting halls were made, and then counting process also gone as per the guideline. Although there was a zero, but whole counting process is also completed there.
So there still stands with me.
Yeah. Counting may, when you press the control unit, it comes zero. But it has to go through the process, every control machine, EVM.
By what time the counting centers were closed in the eastern
areas? See, there are two kind of times. First they complete and then they upload on the system. So when they complete, I don't have the information, but when they upload on the portal, that information I have. So by 12:30 they were completed, all completed, eastern part. But actually they may have completed before that.
The expectation to complete the counting was much earlier as our senior has said, but even without delay, what could be the reason?
See, EVM you can count very fast. No, the EVM even it was counted I think before 12:31. But when it comes to the ATPBS requires pre-counting exercise. So there were 4,829 ATPBS, and then we are having 20 tables for scanning. So generally in 1 minute you can scan 1.15 on an average ETPBS. So if you divide 4,829 by 1.15, it will come substantial hours. And then we were having 20 tables. So our roundabout it's a 4.5 hour, 5 hour time taken for the QR scanning of ETPBS. So that takes a lot of time. After that it will come to the actual counting. That again takes 2.5 hours, 3 hours. So that's why the EVM doesn't take time, but scanning of ETPBS takes time.
If I can add a couple of sentences here. So before we would want to meet you, we thought that it should be completed. And the Commission's instructions are very clear that instead of focusing on the speed, what we should focus on is the accuracy. So the RO was cutting and jotting. I mean, basically he was ensuring that all the I's are dotted and the T's are cut, and then the declaration of election certificate has also been handed over to the winning candidate. So we thought let all the formalities get over and then let us meet you. So that is also partly why meeting all of you got delayed. Yeah, any other questions? No. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you.
The CEO's office has there a dinner for all of us.
Oh, sorry, Abnidan खाना है. इमान देरी हो जाए. Sorry.
No, some of them have already.
अच्छा.